Okay, guys, so we are now recording. So welcome to the lesson, everybody. Once again, my name is Alistair, and I'm here to take you through our conference lesson on connectors. Hello, nice to see you again. So we're going to have a look at connectors today. Okay, and we're going to have a look at writing connectors and speaking connectors as well. Okay, well, let's get started. So 4 parts to our conference lesson today. We'll look at an introduction. And then number 2, we're going to look at types of connectors. And then number 3, we're going to look a little bit at the difference between speaking and writing connectors before we move on to number 4, some examples as well. So let's look at the introduction. Okay, so here is the definition of a connector. So connectors are essential linguistic tools that facilitate the flow of ideas within sentences and paragraphs, fostering coherence and clarity in communication. Okay, so when we write in English, we can write simple sentences that use active or passive speech, but they use one verb form. However, as our English develops, we want to write and speak more complicated sentences that have numerous clauses or numerous parts to that sentence. And these connector words are essential to join these different parts of the sentence together, these different clauses. Okay, so they are an essential part of a more developed and complicated English. So here we go. Connectors serve as crucial bridges, linking thoughts and concepts together. Example, a well-placed connector, such as however or therefore, ensures that your message is conveyed with precision and impact. So I'm going to read through that again. You can have a look at the translation at the bottom. Connectors serve as crucial bridges, linking thoughts and concepts together. A well-placed connector, such as however or therefore, ensures that your message is conveyed with precision and impact. Okay, so during the class today, please feel free to take any notes. You can check some translations on DeepL a bit later. You will be able to come back and have a look at the lesson again on the CDL website, and you are welcome to take screenshots too. Okay. So types of connectors. Okay, so we have 4 types of connectors in English. Okay, these are the categories. So we have coordinating connectors. Coordinating connectors. We have subordinating connectors. So we have subordinating connectors. And we also have transition connectors. And comparative connectors as well. And comparative connectors as well. Okay, so at the bottom there, we've got a list of some very common connectors in English. So again, you may wish to take a note of these, of some that perhaps you don't use very often. There are some very common ones there that you probably do. So I'm going to read through that list twice. So we've got but, or, so, because, although, while, besides, moreover, and therefore. Okay, one more time. But, or, so, because, although, while, besides, moreover, therefore. Well, let's have a look at that first category of connectors, coordinating connectors. Okay, so coordinating connectors such as and, but, or, and so play a pivotal role in connecting ideas of equal importance within a sentence. Okay, so these coordinating connectors, they connect ideas of an equal importance. Examples: I wanted to watch a movie, but my sister insisted on going to the park. You can choose to study abroad, or you can explore internship opportunities locally. The concert tickets were expensive, so we decided to watch the live stream online. Okay, so these are examples of coordinating connectors and sentences that use them. Okay, let's have a look at category number 2, subordinating connectors. Subordinating connectors such as although, because, and while create complex sentences by introducing a subordinate clause. Okay, so a subordinate clause is a clause that cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. It complements a sentence's main clause, adding to the whole meaning, but it cannot exist on its own. Okay, well, let's have a look at some examples. I was absent from school because I had a cold. Although the exam was challenging, Maria studied diligently and performed exceptionally well, proving her dedication to academic excellence. While the new software offers advanced features, some users may find it challenging to adapt initially, requiring additional training and support. Okay, so these are examples of subordinating connectors. Let's have a look at category number 3, which are transition connectors. So transition connectors, including furthermore, however, and therefore, guide the audience through shifts or changes in ideas, enhancing the coherence. These are good storytelling connectors because they guide us and change the course of events and ideas. Okay, well, let's have a look at some examples. Therefore, based on the data collected, we can confidently conclude that the proposed solution is the most effective for addressing the current changes. The next one, moreover, the company not only achieved its sales targets, but also surpassed them. Additionally, the new policy aims to reduce carbon emissions, aligning with the company's commitment to environmental sustainability. Okay, so these are good examples of transition connectors. Okay, well, let's have a look at our fourth category of connectors, which are comparative connectors. So comparative connectors like in comparison, similarly, and on the other hand, highlight similarities and differences between ideas. Okay, well, let's have a look at some examples. So, in comparison to traditional teaching methods, online courses offer greater flexibility and accessibility for learners. Okay, the next one. Similarly, both candidates have strong qualifications, but their leadership styles differ significantly. Okay, and the last one. On the other hand, implementing these changes may initially face resistance from the team. However, the long-term benefits are undeniable. On the other hand, implementing these changes may initially face resistance from the team. However, the long-term benefits are undeniable. Okay, well, we've had a look at those 4 different categories of connectors. So we're going to have a look at a few exercises. Okay, and we can write our answers in the chat if you want to take part in this little exercise. So I'm going to read out the sentence and then the options, okay, for the correct coordinating connector, because this is an example from the coordinating connectors. Okay, so you can choose to study abroad. You can explore internship opportunities locally. Okay, so our options are but, or, and so. Okay, well, the answers we're getting in are all in agreement. Everyone's gone for or, and indeed, this is the correct connector for this sentence. So let's have a look at that. Here it comes. Okay, so you can choose to study abroad, or you can explore internship opportunities locally. Okay, well, we've got another one of these to look at. Here we go. So this is a subordinating connector. So again, have a look and write your answers in the chat. Okay, so I was absent from school. I had a cold. I was absent from school. I had a cold. Okay, well, we've got letter C and then because is correct. Of course it is. Okay, so I was absent from school because I had a cold. Okay, well done. Well, we have one more like this. We're going to look at a sentence that needs a comparative connector. So again, please write your answers in the chat. So to traditional teaching methods, online courses offer greater flexibility and accessibility for learners. So is it A, on the other hand? Is it B, similarly? Or is it C, in comparison? So we are getting some answers through. Yes, we've gone for letter C, in comparison, which is dun dun dun. It's correct. Of course it is. Okay, so in comparison to traditional teaching methods, online courses offer greater flexibility and accessibility for learners. Okay, great. Well, let's keep going, guys. We've had a look at those 4 categories and we've practiced a few chat exercise. Okay, now let's have a look at the pros and cons of using connectors. On the left side, we've got some do's, and on the right side, we've got some don'ts. Okay, so let's look at the do's. So use connectors often to enhance clarity and coherence. Okay. However, on the don't side, avoid overusing connectors in unnecessary situations. We need to think of them that they connect clauses, and each clause has a different subject, verb, and object and other words. We don't want to just overuse them where they're not needed. We need to use them accurately to give clarity and coherence. Okay, well, let's have a look at speaking and writing connectors. Okay, so I'm going to read through this twice, okay, and you guys can have a listen, but also take note of that translation as well. So keep in mind that the spoken English language and the written language have some differences. For example, the language and literature in science is very different from the language spoken in everyday life. Just as in French, there is parce and car. In English, there are also variations that we use for written and speaking. Okay. So let's have a look at some writing connectors. So we've got some examples of writing connectors here. Okay. Additionally, furthermore, moreover, however, nevertheless, therefore, consequently, thus, in addition, in contrast, for example, in conclusion. Okay, let's have that list again. So, additionally, furthermore, moreover, however, nevertheless, therefore, consequently, thus, in addition, in contrast, for example, in conclusion. Okay, now these are writing connectors. Of course, we can use these in speech as well, but for example, thus, this is not something that we hear very often people actually say. It's definitely more of a written word. Okay, well, let's have a look at the next one. So here we go, we've got some examples. So there are various outdoor activities to choose from which can benefit your health, such as hiking, biking, and swimming. For example, hiking can be a great way to stay active and enjoy nature. Okay, let's have a look at a second example. In conclusion, the research suggests that regular exercise not only improves physical health, but also positively influences mental well-being. And the last example, the new software includes advanced security features. In addition, it offers enhanced user interface options. Okay, well, let us continue and have a look at some speaking connector examples. Okay, so we do have some of these from the previous list as well, because some written and spoken connectors are used in both written and spoken English. Okay, well, let's have a look at these words. I'm going to read through the list twice. Well, so, however, anyway, actually, moreover, on the other hand, in fact, by the way, you know, I mean, in conclusion. Okay, well, let me read through that list again. Well, so, however, anyway, actually, moreover, on the other hand, in fact, by the way, you know, I mean, in conclusion. Well, let's have a look at some examples of spoken connector sentences. I forgot my umbrella at home, so I got completely soaked in the rain on the way to work. Okay, the next one. I thought the movie was starting at 7 p.m, but actually it begins at 7:30 p.m, so we have some extra time to buy some popcorn maybe. And the next one. By the way, did you hear about the new restaurant downtown? It's supposed to have amazing food. And the last one there. The meeting was scheduled for 2 p.m, but I mean, things can change and it might start a bit later. Okay, so yeah, these examples definitely are more spoken in their language. Okay, a little bit less formal, especially by the way, and I mean. By the way, did you hear about the new restaurant downtown? It's supposed to have amazing food. And the last one, the meeting was scheduled for 2 p.m, but I mean, things can change and it might start a bit later. Okay, guys, well, we've had a look at some written connectors or writing connectors, and we've had a look at some speaking connectors. Now, we're going to take a minute. If you want to participate, you can. We want to think about writing one sentence that uses a writing connector and one sentence that uses a speaking connector. So not an easy exercise, but I'm going to give a couple of minutes for you guys to do that if you wish. So have a little think. Need to try and think of some of those. I'm going to go back. Okay, there we go. So those are some speaking connectors. And those are some writing connectors. Okay, well, let's go back to the exercise screen. There we go. It's not very easy. I will give you a moment or two to formulate a sentence if you wish to participate at this stage. Okay, well, we have an example already. Fantastic. I'm going to read that out. British people are very pet friendly. In addition, there are a lot of places for pets in London. It's a joke. Okay, but very good. Yeah, in addition. So you're adding information using in addition. Okay. Let's see if anyone else can come up with an example, but that's a great example. Well done, using in addition as the connector. Okay, well, I think we're going to continue, but what I'd like you guys to do is think about this. Okay, so again, oh, here we go. By the way, have you ever been in Paris? Or have you ever been to Paris? Yeah, great. Okay, so that is a good thing to say. Today, I'm a conference, therefore I'm speaking better. Okay, today I'm in a conference, therefore I'm speaking better. Okay, great. So these are sentences. Yeah, better. I got it. Okay. Well, it's great that we're making an effort. As I say, have a look back at this lesson on the CDL website and have a practice, because these are great little ways to connect up a story, to connect up information, to connect up clauses and phrases. Okay. Well, guys, we're going to continue, but really well done. Great effort. Well done. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. So here are some more connectors. Okay, we've heard of some of these already, but here we go. Even more to consider. So nonetheless, in the meantime, on the contrary, this is normally written. In view of this, again, normally written. As a matter of fact, all things considered, in light of, in the first place, as a result, in the same way, to that end. Okay, all great connectors. Okay, guys, well, very well done. We do... Oh, sorry. There are some e-learning modules to have a look at on the website. There are some cause and effect conjunctions to have a look at. Often connectors in English are referred to as conjunctions. But well done. We have come to the end of the conference lesson today for our connectors. So please feel free to go back and have a look at these at this recording on the CDL website. But that is it for today. So it just remains for me and everyone from the CDL team to say thanks very much for watching. Have a great evening, guys, and I hope to see you back here again very, very soon. So well done. Thanks, guys. Good luck with your connectors. Get connecting. Connect up those phrases. See you next time, guys. Well done.